So, Professor Ali, can you hear me?
Hello, yes, I'm listening.
Yeah. Yeah, your voice is
Hello?
very clear. It's very
Is it
clear, your
clear?
voice. Yeah. And now you can share your PowerPoint. Okay.
Okay, is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear. Now you can start.
Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, or all of the participants and the organizing committee. I would like to express my sincere thanks to be part of all of you here, and I participated in this event, and I take an opportunity for these occasions to share about the situation of layers feed and fatty liver cases in Indonesia. I would say maybe more on macro issue on Indonesian situations, because on the aspect of scientific and detail about the fatty liver cases, procedure, and how to mitigate, how to anticipate. Just recently, our colleagues of the previous presenters dealing with nutritional approach, how to minimize the fatty liver syndrome. So I will share about the agenda, brief introduction, and then current situation of poultry feed production in Indonesia, of course, and then threats on fatty liver syndromes, but in general aspect, and some concluding remarks. Just to give a brief introductions, and Indonesia has the quite interesting and developing poultry production in Indonesia. Poultry production contributes almost 60% of livestock gross domestic product, among other livestock, and almost 80% of total livestock production. And this industry also using almost more than 10% of the national labor. That is around 13.7 million labor involved in the livestock industry. And especially for the poultry, the turnover of finance could reach 700 trillion rupiah per year. Yeah, I think it's quite an important number for the finance that can be turnover for Indonesia. And the poultry breeding in Indonesia, I think, also has the challenge on that development. It's also quite growing well. Currently, there are 32 broilers grandparent stock breeders and 6 layer grandparent stock breeders operated in Indonesia. Poultry products have made 2% of Indonesian people protein consumption. It means poultry product is one of the available protein source for the Indonesians. Even there is also small number of export poultry export poultry products exported reach the number of 2.58 million US dollars. On the point of view export productions, when we compare for the production of Indonesia compared to other countries like China, for example, European, United States, India, of course, there are 4 biggest country producing eggs like China, Europe, United States, India. Indonesia also, maybe for number, 4.7 million tons of egg production. It's quite interesting in this area. And talking about the comparison of egg consumptions per capita, Indonesia is still still lower, of course, compared to China, Japan, Malaysia. But with the population growing up, the consumption of eggs that's targeted to be 17.69 kilogram per capita, and at this time being almost increase. This is consumption 2017. Last year, the level of egg consumption per capita is around 19 kilogram per capita. So higher than the average egg consumptions, that is only 8.74 kilogram per capita. So Indonesia is considered as one of the important egg production because representing around 6% of the total world egg production. So I would say that the poultry industry and especially layer farming industry in Indonesia play a quite important role in this point. When we compare about the supply demand of egg, we can figure out in here, from year to year, that's the egg supply from 2017 to 2022. This is the increased demand and also the increasing of consumptions. The growth rate about the consumption is around 2.55% each year. So the consumption increased, while the demand, of course, per year, the demand on egg is around 3.62% almost every year. While the productions, so there is a surplus, in fact, we have egg production surplus. And the growing of the surplus is quite interesting, because almost 42% of the growing of the surplus of the egg. That recently we have also the problem of the egg price because of the oversupply of egg production at this time being, just recently. And this year also we feel that the egg surplus is already happened, that stimulate the reducing egg price and the level of consumer. And of course, this is supported by the poultry feed production. I would share about the current situation on poultry feed production. All of the Indonesia, the total capacity of poultry feed is around 27.9 million metric ton. In the total number of feed mill, there are around 110 feed plants all over Indonesia. There are in Sumatra, North Sumatra, West Sumatra, Lampung, in Java, concentrated in Java. Also, there are, I think, more than 50% of the feed plants operated in Indonesia located in Java, either in Jakarta or Banten, West Java, Central Java, and East Java, and some of them from Kalimantan, West and South Kalimantan, and Sulawesi. So from year to year, the growing up of feed plants or poultry feed plants is increasing. Since 5 years ago, the growing of the feed plant is quite significantly. From the capacity of 20 million metric tons 5 years ago, and now the poultry feed plants capacity or total capacity reaching the number of 27.5 million tons. Almost every year there are new feed mills built, new feed mill established, especially in outside of Java Island, like in Kalimantan, Sulawesi. Like just recently, new feed capacity under development, 36,000 ton in Sumatra. This just new company building this. On the majority for poultry, especially broiler the 62%, by layer 13%, but there are a lot of concentrate layer 32% for layer, some of them 11%, and in small part for aqua feed like shrimp or fish feed, but the number less than 2 million metric ton the capacity of production. But the majority is for broiler and layer, but some of them for breeders. Another things, since the corn is consisted of almost 0.5% of formula feed, like at this time being, feed mill face the serious problem on the supply of feed raw material, because they are quite rare about the corn raw production, maybe because of El Nino or effect of global warming. So it is estimated that the corn production decreasing this year, 2023. That may affect on the production capacity. Yeah, comparing to last year, the production capacity on the realization of the production is 16.53 million ton, but it seems decreasing almost 2 million ton. Yeah. Indonesia just a couple of years ago didn't import corn, or very slightly corn import, but recently the demand on corn increasing with the development of new company or new feed mill plant, especially for poultry. But the corn supply is steady available. So it is projected that the demand of corn and or we may consider the stock, national stock of corn, how many days. It seems our stock of corn is less than 45 days this time being, less than 2 months. So it means the demand on corn is increasing while the supply is this is when we compare year by year. So we can imagine from 2019 to 2033, like this, 2033, the stock is lower and lower. I mean, the national stock of corn is even at this time being less than 40 days. What does the issue or even the challenge in the feed production under Indonesian situations? The price of rice, the price of raw material, either imported or domestic origins, is increasing. So I think this is the challenge not only for Indonesians but also for global company, because of the corn or feed raw materials available that makes or stimulate the high price of raw material. And then this is also regulation like tax and anti-dumping, currency, yeah, currency head to United American or dollar, US dollar. There's just the weakened exchange rate. Yeah? Indonesian exchange rate is relatively favorable. I mean, lower exchange rates that may affect our feed mill industry. While the domestic corn production, as I mentioned before, quantity and quality is a challenge at this time being. This is the at least some issues that should be anticipated and considered how to adapt it, how to adapt to the new challenges like price, then corn price, raw material price, and so on. And since our topic is about the fatty liver and the health of the fatty liver health, I think the previous presenter has already comprehensive presentations. I just let you know about under tropical conditions. I think the threat of fatty liver syndrome in laying hens. I think we have already knows about the heat stress and then high humidity, yeah, like other tropical countries in Indonesia, yeah, also has high temperature and high humidity. With the high temperatures, may affect chicken diet and metabolism, of course. I think our colleague previous presenters have mentioned it clearly about the heat stress. While high humidity can exacerbate heat stress and susceptibility to fatty liver syndrome. There is a prevalence of fatty liver up around 16% worldwide, I think including in Indonesia. Yeah, when we discuss with the layer farmers, they are facing also the problem of fatty liver, especially during the peak productions. Yeah, when we not well managed about the preparation of pullet production, yeah, maybe the heavy body weight, for example. Yeah. So with the fatty liver problem that reaching to 16% worldwide may affect feed intake, egg production, egg weight, even laying hen mortality, and of course, they will result a huge economic loss for the layer industry. And some issues, how to mitigate, how to anticipate the problem of fatty liver syndromes, among other pullet rearing management system that can lead to fatty liver syndromes because of the body weights, for example. Pullet body weight should refer to the weight standard set by the company. While pullet that have a high body weights and fat proportions are highly susceptible to fatty liver. So it means the body weights during the pullet preparations, pullet production system must be taken with care and attention. And also system of housing, cage or cage-free. It is typically for cage hens, with high energy diet and exposed to high temperatures in the warm season. They have a problem of this fatty liver. And the most productive animals are often the most affected because they are quick and metabolism. However, it is not so clear the involvement of some strains, whether there is a different strain to adapt with the high productive performance with the case of fatty liver. But the temperature, humidity is quite an important factor. As we know, the fatty role of the liver in the poultry is dominant. The liver is involved in an array of metabolic and homeostatic function and considered a biochemical factor is responsible for most of the synthesis, metabolism, excretion, and detoxification processes. So liver is very important. Liver plays an important role in the metabolism of lipids, carbohydrates, and protein. So having livestock, having a poultry with a healthy liver is very important in this aspect. So I think you are already familiar, or at least knows about the symptoms of liver disease. Yeah, some of the thing like look like tired, listless, pale of the trachome, open mouth, breathing, heaving, weight loss and weight gain, and then decreasing egg production and diarrhea and large empty tummy and so on. So chicken with fatty liver syndrome have hepatic status more severe cases, especially developed in blood and liver rupture. And physiological status and environment factors may positively affect the development of fatty liver syndrome. For example, overweight, excess of abdominal fat, high level of plasma estrogen, or high ambient temperature. This is the thing that we should consider. I think fatty liver, I think you have already got some information. The cause or the origin of the cause of fatty liver in the laying hens, among others, imbalance of lipid metabolism, oxidative damage, energy protein content and sources, and also micronutrients. For example, talking about the imbalance of lipid metabolism. So under normal condition, liver fat metabolism is in dynamic balance, which is mainly maintained by the mutual coordination of processes, fat uptake, synthesis, oxidative utilization, transport in the liver. When any of this link is damaged, such as increased fat uptake, so lipid fat, or fat in the feed increase, for example, and then may block assembly and transport through or reduce oxidative utilization. So fat will be deposited in the liver cell, forming fatty liver. While the utilization of fat by increasing fat content in the feed may be one of the way how to reduce the effect of heat stress. But in consequence, there will be the problem of metabolism, like fat depositions in the liver cell that may damage the fatty liver. The aspect of oxidative damage, when laying hen are at peak productions, the novel synthesis of fatty acids in the liver is vigorous, and a large number of toxic substances, such as oxygen-free radicals, are produced. When the removal capacity of free radical scavengers in the body is exceeded, excess free radical will peroxidation with biofilm lipids, and then the damage of membrane structure leads to oxidative damage of the liver, which induce fatty liver. This is and then as previous speaker talking about the nutritional approach, energy, protein content, and sources. Because excess energy intake in laying hens and the energy or protein ratio in the diet are the main factors that may cause fatty liver. Different source of energy and protein will also affect the liver fat. Cages or non-cages production systems lead to limited activities, reduce energy consumption, large fat intakes, and increase energy intakes, and excess energy is converted into fat and deposited in the liver through gluconeogenesis. So the balance between energy and protein is quite important, and system of production, whether cake or cakes-free, should be considered. Energy contents, protein source. When the energy protein ratio value in the diet is too high, it means energy is higher than protein. In case of high energy, increase the metabolic burden of the liver, unable to metabolize, and then many fatty acids in the body deposited. In case of low protein, leads to insufficient of lipoprotein synthesis. Lipid transport is blocked and can be transported from the liver, and then increasing the accumulation of fat in the liver. Other things about the macronutrients. Macronutrients are the choline, cholines, methionine, vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin B, group of ferro, mangan, cobalt, zinc, selenium in the feed participate in the synthesis of lipoprotein, or the cofactors of lipoproteins to carry fat out on the liver. So the role of micronutrients in this case is quite interesting and quite important. For example, like zinc, selenium, because there's an antioxidant. And also methionine and choline are precursor of phosphatidylcholines in the body and are involved in the synthesis of very low density lipid. When these nutrients are deficient or insufficient, liver fat transport is blocked and depositions occur. So it's mean the balanced nutrient, including macronutrients, is quite important. How to prevent and the treatment of fatty liver in lying hen? This is approach like precision feed nutrition, standardized the breeding management system, treatment of fatty liver in lying hen. So I think precision nutrition, yeah, I think already mentioned about the role of nutrition can reduce the like energy protein ratio, balance of amino acid, and so on. And then standardized. I think we can skip this slide because there's maybe for the breeding industry. Now, treatment of fatty liver in the lying hens using feed additive, I think that can increase fat metabolism. Maybe such bile acid. Some reports already exist about the utilization of bile acid. Because bile acid can promote the metabolism and excretion of fatty acids and reduce the accumulation of fat in the liver. So just to have a note about the situation in Indonesia, Indonesia's egg production has been so far able to fulfill Indonesian egg demand. There is the fact that egg supply is more, so we have more access on eggs. And then under situations when the feed raw materials price is increasing, so the feed price is also increased. That makes the problem about the egg prices, because of also affected by the demand, because there's oversupply of egg production, while the feed prices also increase. And then the way how to mitigate, how to anticipate, how to reduce this feed costs, for example. So we need several strategies. That the strategies taken to improve feed efficiency and prevent the threats. For example, in this case, fatty liver syndrome. Among others, the way how to prevent the fatty liver syndromes, like bullet clearance management system, feed management, including utilization of feed additives, and also how to manage the stress, including heat stress. I think that's all my presentation. Thank you very much, Ms. Chui. Sorry for there's some inconvenience for this presentation. I hand over to you. Thank you. Please, if you have any comment.
No problem, Professor. Thank you so much, Professor Ali. Thanks for your sharing. Professor shared from the current situation of poultry feed production to the threat to fatty liver syndrome. So, which is a very nice sharing. Thank you again to Professor for the interesting sharing. And I got 2 questions in the talking box. So, question 1, our audience asked, I would like to know what causes the oxidative damage, because you just mentioned that oxidative damage is one of the causes of fatty liver, right?
Yeah.
So what causes oxidative damage?
Yeah, the oxidative damage, I think, through the metabolism in the liver. Yeah, that's why the utilizations of antioxidants like vitamins and then mineral, macromineral like selenium and so on can reduce the problem of the fatty liver. But the mode of actions, I think I should consult for the way how to explain more details about the mechanism. But some some trial and some mechanism of actions that there is the role of antioxidants can minimize the problem of fatty liver.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Dr. Ali. This is the question one. And the question two is, you just said that we need to pay attention to the dietary amino acid level in the diet of lean hens. So I would like to know which amino acid have the great test effect on fatty liver in lean hens.
This is a very good question because
Yeah.
Personally, I don't know exactly which amino acids, because the role of amino acid is for the metabolism, especially I think there is no single effect that can reduce the problem of the problem fatty liver. But I think our colleagues may help to explain about which if there is a trial or research. Dr. Chai Yapong may help to respond this excellent question.
So I think the most important thing for this question is to, keep the amino acid balance in the diet, right? This is the most important thing, I think. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Ali.
Okay. Thank you very much.